Hello and welcome everybody to another Aetherdrift draft. You know what I'm talking about. We're about to draft a new set here. I'm paulcheon, and today we are sitting at rank number 190. So trying to climb the mythic ranks here. I have been doing a ton of drafting. This format has been super duper fun. I've really enjoyed it, and let's get into it right away and see what we can open. But before we do, I just wanted to say that this video is brought to you by TCGplayer.com. If you want to pick up some singles, Magic the Gathering singles, or Magic the Gathering sealed product, TCGplayer.com is the place to go. Make sure you click that affiliate link in the description below before you purchase that shiny new box of Aetherdrift. Now, additionally, check out heavyplay.com for premium Magic the Gathering supplies and accessories. If you want top-of-the-line deck boxes, playmat, sleeves, dice boxes, life pads, and more, check out heavyplay.com/paulcheon for 10% off your first order. They're also going to be at MagicCon Chicago. So swing by the booth, say hi, tell them Paul sent you to get 10% off your order. All right. What do we open? Something sweet, something nice. Gastel Thrill Roller. This thing is kind of a beating. 3 mana for a 4/2 trample haste vehicle. When this enters, it becomes an artifact. So when you play it as a vehicle, you can still attack right away. And then for 3 mana, you can discard a card and return this from the graveyard to the battlefield with a finality counter on it. I think it's okay, but I don't know. I haven't really liked drafting the aggro decks very much. I'm kind of looking at the green cards here or the boosted sloop. Honestly, this is one of the best commons in the set. I'm just going to take the Scurryfoot here. Dredger's Insight I actually like more if I'm drafting black-green specifically, but if not, I think this is the safer pick, first pick. Other than that, there is a Boosted Sloop, a Plow-Through, and a Gastel Thrill Roller, but I think Scurryfoot is a premium creature that you should take very highly. All right, moving on to Pack 1, Pick 2. No green card in sight, but we have some exciting uncommons here. There is Risen Necro Regent and Endrider Spike Spitter. I think it's going to be one of those two cards. And you know what? I like the payoff for the Necro Regent better. Also, black-green is a better color combination than red-green. But basically, if you hit max speed, you get to draw an extra card every turn with this one, or play an extra card. But this one just gets you a 2/2 zombie immediately. So I'm going to take the Risen Necro Regent. Also, if I don't end up in black or green, this is just a really strong card individually. And I've just straight up lost games where my opponent just plays this at max speed and I just have nothing I can do. All right, moving on here. Voyager Glidecar. I mentioned this previously in the set review that I did on LR, but I just don't think this card is particularly strong. Just a 1-mana vehicle is not something I'm super interested in. But you know what I am interested in? Another Stampeding Scurryfoot. Like I said, this is premium. Going to end up playing out as one of the best commons in the set, I believe. Diversion Unit is pretty solid. Bounce Off is also a solid interactive spell. So we do need to be mindful that we see these blue cards, because that could be a sign that blue is available. But let's just take the second Scurryfoot here. And okay, I guess we're drafting black-green. Again. Am I mad? No, I don't hate it. Aatchik is really solid in the black-green decks. You just play it oftentimes. I wish this had a self-mill element to it as well, but oftentimes you play this, you get like 3 tokens, and it's really nice. Will note, I don't think it's like... There have been other Golgari rares that are way stronger, Izoni, for example, but this is still a nice payoff card, and a good sign that black-green is where we need to be here. And I do like the fact that we started off with 4 just really solid creatures. You want to have a pretty high creature count when you draft these black-green decks. I've had that issue in the past. Here, I'll take Hazard of the Dunes. Awesome creature. And man, this is just the ideal start for black-green. I am loving all of my creatures here. Ride's End, premium removal spell. Night Market is okay, but I don't mind Archfiend. I do like having a couple of top-end cards. It cycles too, so it just guarantees that you'll have a creature in your graveyard. Granted, it doesn't really go that well with the Aatchik, but still think it's a fine playable. Here we have, I guess, the Surveyor. Start our engines. You know, I don't like this. I don't think this card's that great in black-green, but I do like it more here because I have the Risen Necro Regent. No removal, though. We do need some interaction. This pack is pretty weak. Nothing that I really like. Don't really want to play Racer's Scoreboard. This card, I feel like they could have cut a mana off of this. This is kind of embarrassing. I'll take Howler's Heavy in case I have to shift into blue, but still a solid start. But honestly, when you look at the packs, the only other good card that I could have taken was the Ride's End. And boom, Dredger's inside tabling. Okay, so you know what this means? I feel like Golgari as a color combination is open. We just need to open the good Golgari cards in Pack 2 and Pack 3, and we should be able to get them, because Dredger's Insight is excellent in this style of deck. I do like it more than the Siphon Fuel, even though I did say I do need some interaction. Here I'll take... This card's just unplayable in black-green. I'll take Bounce Off, like I said, in case there's some weird world where I have to splash. Bloodfilled Caves, or you know what? I'll take Starting Column, because this lets me splash anything. Although right now I'd rather not, but, you know, it gives me an option. Yeah, I don't love the Archfiend. Like, if I have a bunch of Ketradons, I'd much rather play that over the Archfiend, but if I don't have enough top-end stuff, I'll play it. But 9 cards here so far, though. Glad I picked up the Scurryfoot's, just an excellent thing to play early. And what do we have now? An underwhelming pack. Valor's Flagship is obviously very strong, but I'm obviously never hardcasting this, so I would need to reanimate this. But I do like Earth Rumbler. Earth Rumbler in black-green is nice because you have lots of ways to kind of fill up your graveyard, and then this just is a giant creature. Notably, it's also really nice combo with Dredger's Insight because you remove the creatures or artifacts individually, so you can gain a bunch of life in the late game as well and survive that way. So let's take the Earth Rumbler here. Noting that our curve is getting on the high side. Ooh, Pothole Mole is exactly what you want for this deck. Just a perfect enabler. Fills up your graveyard with creatures, lets you hit your land drops to play your expensive things. Love this card. I also really like Maximum Overdrive as a combat trick, but I'm not going to take it over Pothole Mole here. Now what do we have? We have weak pack. Sky Serpent Seeker. But on the splash, it's not that exciting. Noting that I didn't see that much black. Like, is there a world where I can shift into blue? I mean, there is a world, but I did table the Dredger's Insight, and that's really good in black-green. So basically, the question is, do I take the Sky Serpent Seeker to possibly shift into blue-green, or do I just take Wastewood Verge? I think I'm just going to take the Wastewood Verge here. It's just a really good land. Untapped land that taps for green for the Scurryfoot, but still gives me black mana. As long as we don't see a bunch of blue cards here, we're fine. And we don't see blue cards. Gastel Thrillseeker, namely, a very good signpost uncommon in black-red. But I am very happy with another Pothole Mole. I need the signpost cards, though. Give me the reanimation spells. Right? Dredger's Insight, Earth Rumbler, Aatchik. These are the type of cards that are really good. There we go. Oh my gosh. Which one is better? The Beetle or the Broodwagon? Wow, I actually don't know. I think I'm going to take the Beetle. This is the rare. It costs 4 mana. It hits them really hard. And it only has a crew cost of 2. I do like the Thundering Broodwagon, but I'm going to take the Debris Beetle here. This thing can just end games really quickly, and we can have some really fast starts to go with the Earth Rumbler. But the 6 mana one is also really good. Back on track. This is definitely what you want in black-green. Let's take that. Yeah, let me know what you think about that. Let me know if you prefer the Debris Beetle or the Thundering Broodwagon. Win rate, I just checked the win rate. Very close between the two. I'll take Rise from the Wreck. This seems like an awesome card to have in this self-mill style deck. Take a Mutant Surveyor, although probably not going to play it. Jungle Hollow, come on down. Maximum Overdrive, come on down. Very happy with that. I'll take Bestow Greatness, but probably not going to play it. So really need removal. That's one thing that we're really missing. Engine Rat, I actually really like in black-green. You just need to survive. This deck just wants to get to the late game, and this is just an excellent blocker. Jaguar is mostly filler. Let's see. What do you need? So you need vanilla creatures, which I don't have. Mounts and vehicles. Okay, I don't have any mounts. So if I only have vehicles and creatures, I probably won't play this card. But if I get other things to go with it, I will. Like, I have no vanilla creatures here either. All right, there's a Gas Guzzler, but I don't think my deck's aggressive enough for this card to be good. Honestly, I just need more cheap creatures. Wow, this is a really underwhelming pack. Some good uncommons that we can't play. Broadside Barrage, Gastel Thrillseeker. It does get my engines going. I can sack things to draw cards. All right, I'll take it, I guess. It's a cheap way to get my engines going, and then if I do have maximum speed, given that I have the Risen Necro Regent, I think this goes up in value. And then I can sack, I don't know, random Scurryfoots and stuff. Here we have, oh my gosh, Howl Squad Heavy. That's really good with Gas Guzzler. This card's really good. Can I splash it? It's just not particularly strong on the splash. I think I'm just going to take another Earth Rumbler. Oh, there's a spin out, actually. Sorry. No, I need interaction. I didn't see the spin out. I need to take this. Earth Rumbler is fine. Decent chance at tables, but I just have no interaction whatsoever. So I'm going to take the spin out here. Now there's a Zahur. Whew. Some really, really nice cards that I can't play. But for me, I'm going to take the Ketrodon. I love Migrating Ketrodon. Just a really excellent creature. Just helps you stabilize. You can cycle it early. Just kind of has everything that you want. Another Sky Serpent Seeker, huh? And a Ketramos. Not really looking to splash. There's a Locust Spray and a Foul Roads, I guess, as options. I don't really like the Roads that much, so I guess I'll take a Locust Spray. Like I said, this deck's really lacking interaction, so I might have to play this. Broodheart Engine I do love, though. I think I like it more than Back on Track. It's like a Back on Track, but you play it on turn 2. Oh, there's a Broodwagon. Okay. But what did I say before? I just need the black-green cards to be opened, and I will get them. Right? And we are now getting them. So there we go. This does not feel like a Rise from the Wreck deck. All right, and then the packs we opened were all really bad. But we got some nice top-end stuff here. We got that removal spell. Ooh, Siphon Fuel, too. Very, very happy with that. I think I like that over Broken Wings just to have another way to kill something big. We got to cut some cards here. Nice. That's a good problem to have. Can probably cut the Locust Spray. Just not high enough impact, I think. Still unclear on Rise from the Wreck. I don't think I'm going to play this. It's just too inconsistent. Like, if I had a bigger mix of mounts and or vanilla creatures, I would play this. But this is, at best, a card that gets me 2 cards. And so, for that reason, I don't think I want it. Alright, I think this is actually just the deck here. Grim Javelineer, it's actually better than I thought it'd be. But I don't think I like it here. Alright, what else in the sideboard do I have? Risky Shortcut. I'm not a big fan of this card. Just losing 2 life. Too big of a cost, in my opinion. All right. We got something to work with here. All right, let's take a look here. See what it is that we can cut. Probably can cut Mutant Surveyor. And then it's like, do I want to cut one of these expensive cards? I do have a lot of them. Now, granted, you can kind of put all of these in the 2-mana slot because they cycle. I think I want to keep my creature count relatively high, so I don't really want to cut any of my creatures. So yeah, I think it probably just is the Locust Spray, and then we'll just play something like this. Our curve is very high, but remember, all these cards cycle, right? This cycles, this cycles, this cycles, and this cycles. And boom, all of a sudden we have a more reasonable looking mana curve. Okay, let's give this a whirl. All right, now before round 1 starts, just wanted to say that if you've been enjoying all of this content and wanted to support the channel in another way, I do have a Patreon. That's patreon.com/paulcheon. Special shout out to all the patrons here. Thank you so much for all of your support. It really, really means a lot and allows me to continue making all of this content. Access to the Patreon will give you access to my Discord channel, which I believe is a really great way to up your limited game. Really great discussions there. You get to join an awesome community of like-minded individuals looking to get ahead on Aetherdrift Draft. All right, on the play here, 2 lands, some cyclers, Pothole Mole. Definitely keeping this. This thing almost always gets cycled. We got the spin out, the pothole mole. Basically just need land number 3, right? Then we get the pothole mole, and then our hand kind of gets unlocked, if you will. Right, mountain. Whoa, marauding Mako. Not cool. Okay. Oh, look, they're going off. Wait, why didn't they main phase that? Like, what if they found another card to play? To cycle? Oh, I guess not. Okay. Do I kill this thing? I don't know. We missed. I hate everything. I hate everything! Missing with the pothole mole is just the actual worst. Alright, I have to kill this Mako. It's getting out of hand. I will double block this boosted sloop if they play a creature and crew it. Alright. Yeah, let's get ready to rumble here. Presumably I have something to... Oh my gosh. Presumably they have something. Cycling Sky... Okay. That is one of the issues when you play the blue-red deck. You have to play cards like the Skybox Fairy because you're kind of a synergy deck and you're all in on a certain card. If I draw land, I play the Ketradon. If not, I play the Mole. Okay. Man, my 3/3. Risen Necro Regent. That's actually really good. I get to start my engines, so I think I want to play that. Alright, and then... I want to keep these back so that it can block the boosted sloop. Alright, we are on speed 2 here. Possession Engine. Oh, gosh. Well, that's brutal. They can use that to crew as well. So let's crew. That is an Aatchik. Huh. Alright. Let's play the Mole. Gotta land. Smack him for 7. Speed 3. Yeah, now that I drew the Aatchik, I want to keep all the creatures in the graveyard, of course. If they attack me, I can still crew this. They're at 7 life. And this thing should be quite strong here. I wonder if I should cycle this to get an extra token. Probably not, honestly. Okay. Now this can't block, so that is big. Attack. Wow, this thing hits so hard. 7/6 Vigilance Trample? Yeah, they're... Okay, oh, they're gonna double block? Sure. Boom. We are on maximum speed. Let's play the Ketradon. It's just the biggest thing out here. And if they deal with this, then I can play the Aatchik. Whereas this, it's like kind of hard to attack anyways. 2 cards in hand for the opponent. Attacking with everything. They can crew the possession engine, but they have to chump the Ketrodon, and then I get the Necro Regent back, and then I get a 2/2. Then we play this. They kill it in response. That's a mistake, because now I get more tokens. All right, well, you know what? This is not a bad board. I'm just gonna say this is a above average board. All right. They had a nice Mako start with the sloop, but then they kind of ran out of gas. I don't know if this blue-red cycling deck is a trap or not, but that one certainly felt like it was. I feel like probably the best way to build a blue-red deck is just like a tempo deck and ignore the going deep on all the cycling stuff. Maybe play all the 1-mana cyclers, but I don't know if you should just be playing 2-mana cyclers in that deck. Ooh, rank 34. I like it. Good opposition and a chance at getting more ranks. Ooh, this is interesting. 3 swamps, a bunch of green cards, but I do have the Archfiend and Back on Track, which can presumably help me come back. And the cycling also lets me find a green source, potentially. So I'll keep this. Not to mention I can just draw a green source right off the bat, like here. And I will happily trade with this. I will trade with the Gas Guzzler. I don't have anything to do right on turn 2, so... Okay. Mutant Surveyor. Cycle the Archfiend. Chitin Gravestalker, 4 mana. Let's play Loxodon Surveyor. Can't block the Mutant Surveyor. But that's okay. Four cards in hand. What you got? I got an Earth Rumbler too, but not a ton of stuff here. The problem is the Surveyors can never block because I'm playing the Chitin Gravestalker this turn. So I'm just going to attack. Then let's play a 4-mana 5/4. Can't complain about that. I will block. If they want to spend their entire turn... I'm happy with that. Looks like they're not going to. They have Spin Out. Wow, that's a really good curve. It's a really good curve. Okay, so we have Back on Track, which... I will lose my Pilot, but it gives me a 5/5 flyer. I can also just play Earth Rumbler. Yeah, let's just play this. I should have attacked first. I am not very smart. You know what? Maybe I want to keep this back, actually. Like, if they draw a land, I might need to double block. Curse Cloth Wrappings is highly unfortunate. Okay. Alright, so what this means is I need to kind of be more aggressive here. And try to end this game. Because Curse Cloth Wrappings gives you inevitability. Well, let's play the Earth Rumbler. And I do have a way to turn it on here. Or a couple ways to turn it on. They're at 9 life. Maybe I should have attacked the previous turn. I don't know. But with Maximum Overdrive, I am looking to beat down. Dredger's Insight to fill up our graveyard, and which is also, remember, that combo that I mentioned with the Earth Rumbler, we have it. Every time I exile something, I gain a life. What on earth is this attack? This is a I have Maximum Overdrive attack, right? I think I can race this. Fine. Go ahead. Go ahead. You're at max speed. Go ahead. Nope. That was, you know what? That was a phenomenal attack. Wow. Holy cow. They just wanted to... Okay. Okay. Good for you. A suicide attack just to get to maximum speed doesn't seem worth it there. Let's get back the Scurryfoot. Oops, I don't want to do that. Yeah, you know what? Maybe I should... There's a lot of little things here I could have done differently, I feel. Oh well. Still looking pretty good here, though. All right. Whew. Yeah, that was a little bit sloppy. Well, not necessarily sloppy, but I was playing around the maximum overdrive, which is what I put my opponent on. Like, I didn't think they would just chump attack there. It just seems better for them to be able to just keep a bunch of creatures back for good blocks with the Curse Cloth wrappings. So I did not see that coming, and I have to think about it a little bit longer to see whether or not that was a good or bad play. But I feel like I should have attacked with the Loxodon Surveyor on the previous turn instead of keeping 2 creatures back. Alrighty. Opponent on the play, and... a little bit slow, but I think I'm going to keep this. That's like every hand that I've had so far. Oh, it's a little slow, but I'm going to keep it. I got Cyclers. On the draw, though, it's a little bit dicey for sure. Like, turn 2 Gibberic Omnivores. Okay, well, I'm playing the Rat. The Rat and the Venom Sac Lagak are perfect creatures in this deck because it just blocks everything. You just want a bunch of creatures in your yard, and then afterwards you want to... then you can, like, play your expensive graveyard payoff cards. Just naturally drawing a land would be good, of course. Greenbelt Guardian, okay. Alright, we naturally drew a land. Now, obviously, if they play land number 4, then I can't block. Alright. We take 2. Probably just want to... Oh, okay. If they're just going to pump it right now, then... Okay. Another land? No. No reason to slow roll this one. I'm just going to kill that so I can... So they don't have, like, some kind of hexproof spell. A 5 mana... Something that they spent 6 mana to kill with my 3 mana spell is worthy, I think, of a spin out. Would like to draw... A land next turn would be nice because then I could cycle and still keep up maximum overdrive. If I don't draw a land, do I main phase cycle? That's a good question. We drew a tap land. Do I trade here? I don't think so because I have the Archfiend. Yeah, I think I wait. Because basically what I can do, if I draw land number 5, I can back on track the Archfiend into play, which will kill the Lagak. So it feels pretty... It doesn't feel great to attack with the Surveyor here. Just going to play Jungle Hollow and pass. Now, if they played Ram through there, was I supposed to protect my Surveyor? I don't know. All right, 5-drop time for the opponent. 4 cards in hand. I wish there was a way to trigger, like, stack these so this works better together. You know what I mean? What is this? I don't understand. Fang Guardian. Oh my gosh. Can you imagine if I draw a land here? Oh my gosh, I just need a land. Untap land, please. This will just be such a blowout. Please. Come on! Yes! Boom! Like, I understand my opponent wanting to get in for extra damage, but man, that was great. That was pretty strong. Now, even if they play a Ketrodon, I can just beat down. Yep. It's kind of awkward because it's like, oh, do you have maximum overdrive? I sure do. I sure do. 6/6 flyer. They need to deal with that, and we still just have plenty of things to play here. Oh, the black-green deck just feels so strong. So many synergies. Just really, really tough to handle. Which one of these do I want to play? Sure. +4/+4 trample makes this a 13 power creature. Okay. They are at 11 life. Now, they can have some kind of bite spell to kill my Archfiend. I think the play here is just to chump this. A Tark Mammoth, okay. So they have to block this. All right. They're at 5, and let's play the Ketrodon. I mean, this gains me a bunch of life. It's going to be really hard to die with the Ketrodon here. The bike doesn't do it. It keeps them alive. Goblin Surveyor, sure. Okay. What does the Broodheart engine get me? Nothing. So here, I don't have any good ground attacks, so I think it's just Archfiend attack. Because they can do a pretty good job just eating up all my ground creatures here. And then I just play Aatchik, because this is going to put them down to 1. And then, like, whenever one of my insects dies, they lose a life. It's not the best Aatchik, but still fine. All right, let's attack. And the thing is, whatever, if they somehow deal with the Aatchik, I can get it back with the Broodheart engine, so... Like I said, this is not quite on that slam dunk bomb level as some of the other variants of Golgari, because other ones would make spiders or draw you cards in some way. It's still a solid card, but not absolutely game breaking. I mean, is there a fog in this format? They're at 1 life. There's just no way they survive this, right? Even if they have a Broken Wings. Not in red-green, at least. All right. -12. Black-green doing black-green things. All right, what are we, 3-0? All right, we're climbing. Let's get into the double digits here. That'll be a nice little success if we can pull that off in this draft. 3-0. All right, opponent going first. Man, all my opening hands with this deck just look terrible. Hey, if I draw a swamp, this hand's fine. Oh, that is not fine. Oh my gosh. Okay. Look, I got the Cycler, alright? I got the Cycler. Venom Cyclic, yeah, give me a swamp. There it is. Next turn, I get to cycle into Hazard of the Dunes, and then we get to play a regular game of Magic. Gibrick Omnivore, sure. Okay. My question is, which one do I cycle? I know I should cycle one of these cards, but I'm not sure which one. Let's see what they play. Hazard of the Dunes. Yeah, let's cycle the Ketri. I'm really not sure there. My confidence level is very, very low there. The problem is I'm on the draw here, and so any interactive spell here really destroys me, right? Like, I'm hoping that they don't have an interactive spell and we just get this trade. Now, if they don't have something, I'm in a good spot. If they had a combat trick, they would have attacked with the Omnivore too, and I am extremely happy with that trade. All right. Time will tell if cycling the Ketrodon was the correct line here. Oh, that's good. All right. I do want to kill this, though, because if this is what they're doing, they're kind of out of action, and they're digging. And if that's the case, then I want to run out the Broodwagon to kill this. Wow, they got a Ketrodon? Sure. I'll trade a 2-2 for a 3-2. I'll keep this back to crew the Broodwagon on blocks. Rangers Aetherhive. Okay. And another Beast Rider Vanguard. All right. Time to put the pedal to the metal. Ooh. Noting that they can crew this and like double block, I guess. And that's not a great exchange for me, trading the Broodwagon for a Ranger's Aetherhive. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just going to attack for 6. They're probably just going to take it, to be honest. Oh, no. Okay. I'm okay with this. Maximum Overdrive. It's a really awkward use of my mana, though, I will say. But it's... Yeah, look at my hand. It's just... It's so awkward. It's good still. It's still good. I could have cast Siphon Fuel, but I kind of just want to wait. If they draw a land, they're going to just play the Ketrodon, right? So I'm just going to kill that and then attack them again. Like, they have to play this. Oh, okay. That also works. Yep. Okay. I wanted them to tap their stuff down. for the crew there. Aatchik, that's a nice one. Probably should try to get this going. Although this is also really great and it hits really... Honestly, I don't think starter engines is that important here, right? So it's probably better just to try to have as much... Like, I just want to have more things that can attack into the Ketrodon. Like, they're just going to die before I get to maximum engine capacity. So yeah, I'd rather just have another 7/6 here. Interesting. Okay. Wow, that is... They must have another one. Yeah, okay, fair enough. What do I have to get back with Broodheart Engine? I can get back my own Ketrodon, or I can get back the Broodwagon. I should just exile. Let's exile the Engine Rat. Like, I want to beat down. They're at 13 life. The nice thing is they can't even attack me anymore. And every time they hit me, I drain them. So, and obviously this is a good sign, them using the Beast Rider Vanguard here. Yeah. All right. We are the ones who go over the top. See, the Beast Rider Vanguard is a nice mana sink, but it doesn't add to the board. Like, whereas effects like Exhaust, you're getting more combat stats or more value in some other way. So I do think it's a fine card if the games get really stalled out, but if the opponent is constantly adding to the board or playing other things, you don't have that much time to be able to activate that every turn. All right. Oh, NCAA. Surprised they're not Mythic yet. This person plays like as much as Ekin if they want. They are a true grinder if this is the right account. But they are a very, very good limited player. I don't actually know who it is, though. Wouldn't be surprised if it's some pro or retired semi-pro, something like that. Do I cycle this? Probably. District Mascot, okay. Just my hand is just kind of expensive. Let's play a Pothole Mole. Get the lands flowing here, hopefully. All right. Seeing that forest, you all know the feeling. You just kind of cross your fingers and you're like, please hit a land. It just feels so bad when you miss. This needs to be saddled, right? So it's not even that good right now. Oh. I'm not really sure what to do here. I actually don't want to play the Surveyor, I don't think. I feel like I'd rather cycle here or use spin out. I hope they play a 2-toughness creature. That would be ideal. Because then I can go double cycle into back on track on the Archfiend. But if that doesn't happen, then there's other things I can do. Okay, so it does look like they have just removal here. Which is fine. Huh. Broodwagon or the Archfiend? What? Should have gone the Broodwagon. Okay, they got some filler. Like, Silken Strength might be green's worst common. Interesting. So they have maximum whatever? Okay. Just got to play around it, that's all. Not a big deal. All right, it's fine. I mean, they're just going to have a tough time racing all of this anyways, so. Yeah, they don't have spin out, so. The only thing I have to be concerned about is the +4/+4 combat trick and maximum overdrive. But if they want to play the game of just racing, then I'm obviously well ahead on that exchange, right? I have like... I just don't want to play the Earth Rumbler because they have the district mascot here. Bring it on. Oh yeah, you are not winning this race. Not by a long shot. 3, 4, 5. Oh, I messed up. I messed up. I mean, they're 4 life. Like, what's going to happen here, right? Like, they don't have a removal spell. They took a bunch of damage. The only way I lose is that, how are they going to kill both of these things? The Bree Beetle. Yeah, that's what I thought. Basically, the only way I lose is if they have +4/+4 combat trick, if I don't block, and then I use a murder, and then in response, they use the +1/+1 indestructible spell. That's the only way I actually lose there, so I just blocked. Because I just have 2 lethal. They're just they're at such a low life total, I can just afford to just throw my creature away and chump block, and unless they have 2 removal spells in hand, it's just really hard for them to come back there. All right, everything going smoothly here. 4-0. Opponent on the play. All right, we got some stuff. Do I just have like no cheap things to play? I just feel like all my hands are like this. I guess I just don't have 2 drops. Turn 2 Bulwark Ox on the play. Is that strong? Can somebody let me know? Okay, Dredger's Insight. I'm not messing around here. I don't want to get countered or some other nonsense. 1 damage. Nothing, huh? This guarantees that I'll hit a land off the mole. Also, it plays around the counterspell. Okay, I guess we get a land. I'll take the Verge. And then we'll just pass. So clearly they have like a counterspell or something. Oh no, never mind. It's Memory Guardian. Let's draw a reanimation spell, maybe. Hazard of the Dunes is pretty decent. Alright. I just gotta keep running out reach creatures here until I run out. So, like, if they kill this one, then I can play the Ketradon. And hope that that gets me there. Okay, bounce off, okay? Sure. So, given what I've seen, I'd rather play around counter magic and just use Siphon Fuel to kill the Memory Guardian. Because I just feel like I'm going to play this, I get countered, and they just hit me for a bunch. So this seems like a better way to just not take a million damage. And then if they pump this, it's not so bad, right? All right, let's gain some life. Four cards in hand for the opponent. Great. Let's play a Pothole Mole. Let's get back a forest. Now what? All right, let's play the beetle. Just, I mean, it felt like they had a counterspell this whole time, but it's fine. Oh, no. Okay. No attacks here from us. They could have Ride's End, though. We'll note they could have Ride's End. Nope, they just have nothing. You know, they could have a sweeper, I guess. Spectacular Pileup or something? I mean, now with this board, I just attack. I do want to be careful. Like, what are they doing? All right. Play your Spectacular Pileup. Play your Spectacular Pileup. We all know you have it. Yes! 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 Sick reads. Counterspell? Yep. Which one do I want to play? Alright, let's just play one of each, I guess. So they did have the counterspell, they just let it resolve. Sabotage Strategist. There's an Aatchik, but it's awkward just because it doesn't actually do much for me. Because they have the Strategist in play. So let's just get the vehicle. I can also get Debris Beetle. No, I want to just kill the Strategist. Seems pretty good here. I have plenty more action here. Guardian Sunmare. Okay, well that's going to probably have to block, right? Unless they have a Ride's End. All right, cycle trip up. They've done a really good job of recovering. They had some pretty good cards here. I'm not even sure if I sequenced everything properly. I tried my best. But they're at 5 life. I have a Scurryfoot here that's going to make a 3/3. We have a lot of power and toughness coming in next turn. Oh, they have the... Nope, never mind. Okay. That is a 3/4. It's pretty good. Okay. The thing is, Hazard of the Dunes hits them as a 7/7. So it's just really tough for them. Yeah. Alright, well they tried, but... Green has just too much beef, and wow, we are ranked 43 now! We are climbing! We are climbing. We are cruising here with our black-green deck. Also, let me just... Oh, 6-0 rather. Whew. Oh, I actually don't have anything cheap to play. Ha ha ha. This explains a lot more. Ha ha ha. Yeah. Could have used like a random Gibrick Omnivore or a Lagak, stuff like that. So, all right, here we go. 3 shots at a trophy. We are 6-0. Climbed like 140 ranks. Really nice. On the play here, I will keep this. We got a 1-drop, a rarity, and then a cycler. This hand is everything you want in a black-green deck. Noting that the Necro Regent hasn't been all that impressive. Like, have to keep track. Although, if there is a game where the Necro Regent will be good, it's this one. Oh, well, Brickwalled. So they're Esper artifacts, I guess. Okay, so cycle this. We have 2 draw steps at a land, ideally a forest. But certainly have to keep 2 swamps, Gas Guzzler, Cycler on the play. But if the Arena Overlords wants to punish me for this good start, well, this is the way to do it. Okay, well, at least it was a swamp. Okay? At least we drew a swamp. Which means we can still curve out here. Still need another land here. Grim Bubble. Gas Guzzler down. Mendicant. Yep, Esper artifacts. Look, how do you... Okay, one of these is on the splash. Okay, thank goodness. Thank goodness. All right, let's play the mole. Let's hit a land here. Okay, we hit the land. All right, we got the Verge. Good, good. The version you... Oh my gosh! That is outrageous. Oh my goodness. Okay, they tapped out. Wow. Big mistake. Big mistake. I can now use Back on Track to kill the Mendicant Core. I mean, not that they knew. Also, I'm still looking... Like, I still have all these flyers I have to deal with. Like, this is still not a good spot. How did... Just an army of just random dinky flyers I just can't do it much about. Oh, I guess I get the pilot. Never mind. All right, let's do that. I feel like I still need to kill Mendicant Core. All right, well, so now they need to answer the Broodwagon, right? And if they destroy the Broodwagon, I can get it back with the Broodheart engine. If they bounce it, I can recast it. Okay. Voyage Quickwelder. All right. Stabilize. Do I attack with this? Probably not. Huh. Earth Rumbler hits really hard. Yeah, let's just do that. Hey, look at that value. Come on. Okay. I mean, that was a good tempo turn, and they drew a bunch of cards. Oh my gosh, my lights are flickering. By the way, for the first time in 214 days, supposedly, Vegas is raining. So, yeah. No reason to change my lines here. Although, I guess I can just play the Broodheart engine now. Transit Mage. Their deck is sweet. I mean, I don't know about their mana base, but they're making it work, I guess. Like, they're not... Oh, Riptide Gearhulk. 3-color Riptide Gearhulk. No respect for the game. No respect for the game. Oh, I do want that. Well, blue, blue, white, white. Okay. So I can't cast it. I certainly want this card. So they're gonna remove my Broodwagon from play, I guess. I wonder if it's good for me to... Well, because I can surveil things. Is it third from the top? Third from the top. Like, taking 4 damage is kind of annoying, right? Sure. I'm just trying to figure out how I want to do this. Engine Ret certainly gets played. Yeah, let's play the Risen Necro Regent as well. Okay. So we're going to take a good amount of damage this turn. What? That was unexpected. I guess they didn't want me to replay the Broodwagon. I see. I guess that makes sense. Dredger's Insight is a pretty good card here. It's probably better than a random card. Let's see, they're at 19. Do I attack with this? Probably not. Let's just attack with 6. Got him. All right. Now we're looking okay. Let's get Debris Beetle. Keen-Eye Buccaneer. Okay. All right. We were able to survive their onslaught. Now they just have mill nonsense. I just need to not... Wait, any number of target play each mill's cards equal to the number of cards in their graveyard. Oh my gosh. We are not milling anything else. We're keeping everything else. We need to kill them as soon as possible. Okay. Do I want to attack with the Risen Necro Regent and just get some weird blocks in? They have to, like, triple block this thing? Sure. The way I look at it is the game's not going to go long enough where the 2/2 tokens are going to matter. So the way I look at it here is if they want to triple block my Risen Necro Regent with the three toughness creatures, they're going to take 7. And then we're going to just try to finish them off here. Oh, I'm also okay with that trade. I'm super okay with that trade. Yep. That's the block that I expected. All right, they're at 9 life. I don't want to play the Pothole Mole. That was actually a really bad draw. They can mill me for 11. Oh my gosh, that's like literally the only card. It's like the only card that I think can give them a chance to kill me. It is terrifying. Are they going to do it now? Like, when are they going to do this? They can mill me for 11 cards. Oh, they can't do it this turn then. Okay, bouncing that is fine. Spin out is good, but I can't use it yet. All right, what's the best creature in my graveyard? It's the Earth Rumbler. It's the Earth Rumbler. Yes. Yes. I found the line. We return the Earth Rumbler because that can remove all the other stuff, so it's harder for me to get milled out with the River Churn Monument. Okay. Okay, Harrier down. Oh, I guess I could have also tried to get the Broodwagon dead. Any number target each mill is equal to the number of cards in their graveyard. I see. Are they going to go for it? I can fizzle it to some degree. Okay. Do I just fire off this spin out? Because the thing is, the game is going to be over pretty soon. They can mill me for... I can only exile 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards. So they can mill me for 7. Oh, this gives me an extra card in my graveyard, though. Oh, well. Oh my gosh, I didn't think about that. Oh man, this is brutal. Can I kill them this turn? Let's see. I can attack for 7, 13. 13 minus 6. 13, 14 damage. 14 minus 6. Oh, I'm 1 damage short. Okay. So I can exile 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards. Oh my gosh. Okay. Do I attack with the rat as well? Oh my gosh, River Churn Monument is super scary here. Depending on what they mill, I will lose the game. All right, I pass. I'm on max speed. They're gonna mill me with the monument and try to kill me. If they exhaust, it doesn't work. Creatures! Okay. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think I'm dead. I think I'm dead. Oh, I just realized something. Oh my gosh. I just realized something. Oh, this is so bad. I think I get milled out. I just realized I could have played the pothole mole and crew the beetle and then kill them on my upkeep. Right? Oh my gosh, this is so sad. You know what this is? This is me losing because I'm just not familiar with certain cards. And, like, not playing around the Riverturn Monument. And that's my fault. I forgot about the upkeep Engine Rat ability. Getting them down to 1 was probably my best chance of winning. I have 9 cards in my yard. Yeah. Oh, they had Flood the Engine too. They would have used Flood the Engine on my Engine Rat, and I wouldn't be able to kill them. Wow, I thought I had that game locked up. Good game, Egbert. They had a wild brew, and they got me. Oh my gosh. Oh, that was brutal. What the hell? Like, I had such a massive board advantage there. I could have sequenced a little bit differently, too, which makes me even sadder. Like, I could have made my Broodwagon die and then used that to kill the Riverturn Monument. And then now I kept a slow hand on the draw. Turn 1 Grease Wrench Goblin. This feels like a when it rains it pours type situation here. Oh, absolutely it does. Look at this. No lands here. One drop into a 2-drop here. We are so screwed. We take 4 damage here. Oh, God, this is gross. Okay. Let's cycle this and try to find a land. If I don't find a land here, it's completely over. Oh, man. Okay, okay. Let's play the Pothole Mole. Okay, we found a swamp. Or the Verge. I guess the Verge is strictly better. I mean, this 2/3 body is pretty good. The problem is, like, I have a bunch of black cards in my hand, so I can't double spell to come back. Happy enough with this trade. They might have a removal spell to try to push through damage, which would be very effective here, definitely. Happy with this trade. Here's the thing. If you have a combat trick, why not attack with the Scurry Fud, too? Alright. Okay. It's the only thing we can play that impacts the board. So I'm going to go with this. Scurry Foot's so strong. Why don't you play like a few more creatures with 2 toughness? I would appreciate that greatly. Oh, that's 1. I mean, that does seem like a great way to come back in this game. Now the question is, do I want to cycle this? Because at this point, anything is like pretty good. I have so much action, though, I will cycle. I'd rather have the gain 4 life here. So I just want to make sure that I hit land number 6. And it's double black, so it's not clear I'm going to be able to pull that off anyways. So let's get this in play, as that kills both of these. So I get a 5/5 flyer. They have to kill this. If they save one of these creatures, it's not a big deal either. Do they have a ram through? A pump spell? I don't know. Okay, run over. I keep calling it a ram through. Run over. Sure. Hey, that's fine. Look, we've stabilized. They had a great start. Oh, Earth Rumbler is great. We'll play the Ketradon. Still, just where are my black sources? Stop giving me forests. I want to be able to do multiple things. The way I look at this is if they have a combat trick, so be it. Like, I've prevented a bunch of damage to myself, and then I can still kill it with Siphon Fuel on the following turn. Rocketeer Boost Bug. Okay, give me a Swamp, I guess. Okay. Look, if I was gonna draw a land, that's what I wanted, right? I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna Siphon Fuel the Earth Rumbler. Or if they don't attack me with the Earth Rumbler, then I'm gonna Siphon Fuel the Rocketeer Boost Buggy. All right, we are desperately trying to stabilize here. Surveil. Action? Oh, that's action. I consider that action. Aatchik for 6 tokens. Let's go. Fang Druid Summoner. Oh, man, we have a game here. We have a game. Okay, I'm glad they didn't get the 9/7. That's all I'm going to say. They didn't use their treasure. I don't want the swamp. I feel like I want this in play for as long as possible. So I'm just not going to reanimate something just because my board here is already pretty good. No reason to really attack here. Just can use this to block. Having the ability to surveil every turn, super strong. And if they kill my Aatchik, I get it back and I just get a million creatures. I'm okay with that as well. Although I guess if they kill it now, it's kind of annoying because then they can attack me. Okay. Actually, that's fine because I can make the 3/3 here. They have a great deck. Good curve, beat down, etc., etc. Yep. I will keep Debris Beetle. Alright, we're finding some gas here. We are finding some gas. Up to 10 as well. This is nice. Oh, they have gas as well. Thunderous Velocipede is super scary. I might need to use this Broodheart engine now. We'll see. Don't want the Jungle Hollow. Swamp. Death Touch, Trample, Indestructible. That is a very, very good combination. Yep. That'll do. Like, Velocipede is nice, but 13 tokens with the Aatchik, Signpost rare, and there's the trophy. Great. Man, getting milled out feels bad, but you know what feels better than getting milled out? Getting a trophy. Whew. And this deck was just kind of what you want in a black-green deck. We just kind of had all the pieces. The really nice part about this deck was just the fact that, I mean, Aatchik was obviously great. The Broodwagon was great. The Debris Beetle, just so big. Like, you know how generally I say, I don't like vehicles that's just big? Well, you know, everybody has a price. This one is big enough. 4 mana for a 6/6 trampling vehicle that drains your opponents for 3 with only a crew 2 cost. Fantastic. Now, I wish I kind of had some more 2-drops here. We did have a lot of clunky hands, and we did end up having to cycle a bunch. So instead of something like the Surveyor, or even the Necro region, I'd rather have more 2-drops in this deck. Noting that the Necro region wasn't as good in black-green just because you hit your opponents really hard. So I feel like this is much, much better in black-white and black-red, where you have a lower curve and you can get your opponents down lower. So I was super high on this card, but I think it's context dependent. A lot of the times you don't get to maximum speed, especially in a defensive deck like this. And I'm hitting my opponents for 6 or 7 damage at a time. So by the time I hit max speed, they just die. So we'll adjust my rankings for this depending on the deck. If I'm black-red, I'm taking this very, very highly. I think it's premium. I think it's basically a signpost uncommon in black-red. In black-green, In black-green, I think I should be taking Hazard of the Dunes or Pothole Mole or just other good cheap cards over the Necro Regent. And that's something that I learned after playing this set of matches. But this deck was awesome. Like I said, Siphon Fuel, really important. It's still important to have just enough removal spells to deal with what your opponents can have. Maximum Overdrive still proving to be an incredible combat trick. And that our top end was awesome. I wasn't sure how good this Archfiend was going to be, but it was great for us. Oftentimes we got 1 or 2 creatures and then there's just a big flyer in play. Back on track with the Broodheart engine as well. You know, this color combination was really open in the draft. The big sign was tabling the Dredger's Insight because this is basically a Golgari enchantment. It's a secret Golgari enchantment. And when this tabled, I was like, all right, pack 3, hook it up, give me the black and green cards. And we got the Broodwagon, we got the Debris Beetle. I mean, we just got all the action here. And it was great. Good feeling. Golgari, in my opinion, probably the best color combination for now. It has a bunch of good synergies. You have plenty of ways to survive early with the Death Touch creatures, and then you kind of have amazing things to do in the late game. There's a bunch of cool combos as well with Earth Rumbler, Dredger's Insight. There's a bunch of life gain to help you prevent from getting run over. You bring those things back. That's also really powerful. I think the other deck that rivals the power level of the black-green mid-range Reanimator style deck is the exhaust decks. So blue-green specifically also can get you a ton of value. And as long as when you draft your blue-green deck, you respect the fact that you still need to play enough removal spells and cheap things, you almost never run out of things to do. So I think the blue-green deck's also quite strong in this format. Boros, players rejoice. It's looking like early on, Boros might be the worst archetype in the entire format, which comes as a shock to me. When I found out that this format had the speed mechanic, I was like, oh, damn. Boros is going to be just the best thing to be doing. But it's not. It looks like it's pretty bad. The creatures are awful. The creatures at common in Boros are embarrassingly bad. They're just nothing. All of them are just so understated. When you compare them to the green cards, it's kind of a joke. Like green-white, I can see working because the green creatures are really strong, but Scurryfoot, Hazard of the Dunes, those colors just don't have anything that compares to the creature quality that you get from green or the removal spells that you get in black. So I would just avoid Boros for now. Stick to maybe some of the green colors. Green, blue, green, red, green, black are all very, very strong. And I've even seen some good artifact decks because the synergies, if it's open, a lot of the signpost stuff works well together. But another trophy, finished in the top 50s. And the goal here before MagicCon Chicago is to try to get to the single digits. We'll see if we can pull it off. I plan on drafting this set a lot, but another trophy in the books. Very, very happy about this result. Shout out to Aatchik. Whew, so many tokens. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, as I really do appreciate it. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button for more daily videos just like this. If you've enjoyed this content and wanted to support the channel in another way, my Patreon is the best way to do so. That is patreon.com/paulcheon. Also, check out TCGplayer.com if you need to buy Magic the Gathering singles or sealed product. You want that booster box of Aetherdrift or any other boxes, check out TCGplayer.com. Make sure you click that affiliate link in the description below before you make any purchases. Last but not least, check out HeavyPlay.com for premium Magic the Gathering supplies and accessories. HeavyPlay.com/paulcheon will get you 10% off your first order. Playmats, deck boxes, sleeves, all the stuff you need to take to your local tournament. HeavyPlay.com is the place to go. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.